Hello, I'm James Hughes. Today we will be looking at two different softwares, T-Sheets and Hours Tracker. I personally work for John DeGraff Painting, and John DeGraff Paintings has been around for over 3 generations now. We do work in West Michigan, throughout the state, and occasionally out of state as well. John DeGraff does everything from residential to commercial painting, also specialty painting, cabinet refinishing, and antique finishing, as well as wall coverings and wallpaper removal and installation. Anything that comes to painting, John DeGraff pretty much has it covered.
Do you want new cabinets without spending a fortune? Let the experts of John DeGraff Painting update your cabinets for a completely new look. Your cabinets will look perfect and new when you come to us. If you want it done right, call John DeGraff Painting, your skilled West Michigan painting contractor, for a free estimate. Your home's exterior may become unappealing with weathering and age. A coat of fresh paint applied by John DeGraff Painting is a cost-effective way to update the exterior of your home. Afterwards, a meticulous cleanup is part of the job. Contact a credible craftsman today to increase your home's curb appeal and value. Call today.
So there's just a couple examples of what John DeGraff does. Now the company is looking into getting a time card software. I've been looking into doing something like this for quite a while because of lost time cards, inaccurate or illegible time cards. Sometimes job names are wrong, sometimes the hours are wrong. There's a bunch of problems that go on with actual physical time cards that could be made a lot simpler with the software. So the two softwares that we're looking at are T-Sheets and Hours Tracker. They're both an easy to use app on a smartphone or tablet. The apps make job tracking a lot easier for management, and they're both reasonably priced. The categories we'll be looking at are stated on the left of this chart. The ideal percentage is stated on the right. User friendliness is ranked number 1 because we want something that's easy to use, which both of these are. Customer service is also up there, and compatibility as the third most important. Customer service is very important because if anything goes wrong, we want to be able to fix it right away. We don't want to have to wait to receive an email. We want to get on it right away. It just reduces the headache of management having to do extra work that could potentially, lose a lot of time and money. Why we're making these comparisons is we don't want to get a software that we're not sure we really want. We want to get one that's going to be ideal. So that's why we're doing these comparisons. So we make sure that we can get the software that can be properly allocated to the company. Here's an overview of the comparison I did. And as you can see, the ideal is in the blue, and then T-Sheets and Hour Trackers are the other two colors. And they are very close throughout this chart. There wasn't too much of a difference in between all of them. T-Sheets we ranked a 90% for user friendliness. It's very easy to learn how to use and to use it. Customer service we rated 98%. Customer service at T-Sheets is top notch. You can get a hold of them 24 hours a day. They have chat on their website, or you can actually call them and talk to an actual human being. The app is compatible with Apple and Android systems, so we give them a 100% rating there. The app can be accessed pretty much anywhere there's cell phone reception. So even management can pull out a tablet or a phone and take a look at every employee that is punched in at the time, where they're working at. The details of the app are very nice. They're very simple. The layout's very easy to understand. When you get to a job site, you select your job code, you select clock in. There's a section for notes if you need to request a day off or just let management know just something that's going on. Nothing too important, just something that they might need to know. Then when you're ready to leave the job site, you simply clock out, or if you're going to another job, you can switch job codes and you stay clocked in the whole time. So linkability is pretty cool with this software. It can be linked with QuickBooks and some other accounting softwares. Since we use QuickBooks, I didn't really look into any of the other accounting softwares, but it does make it a lot easier on our accountant. And when doing payroll, you can quite simply just transfer each employee's hours worked straight to QuickBooks from the application. There are location services available within a few thousand feet radius via GPS on this app, which is pretty neat. You can take a look and make sure employees are where they say they are. And the price is very reasonable. The app is free, and you basically pay for the service. You don't pay for the app. You pay $120 a month and then an additional $5 a month for each employee that uses the program. So it would vary depending on how many employees you have based on this price here. John DeGraff has about 30 employees during the busy time, which is in the summer. So we're looking about around this per year. Hours Tracker is very user friendly as well. Very simple to learn, not too difficult. Customer service, however, was a little bit harder to get a hold of. Instead of having a phone number you can call, you actually have to write them an email, and they typically respond in 24 to 48 hours. Once again, this one is totally compatible with iPhone and Androids. We can access this software pretty much everywhere. This one is a little bit more detailed. There's a lot going on. There's a lot more things that you can do with this app, which is why we rated them a little bit lower, because there's so many things that you can do. Where it's John DeGraff Painting, we're looking for more simplistic, not too many different things that we can do. It can be leaked with some softwares, but they're working on adding more, like QuickBooks and other of the more popular ones. Their GPS is more accurate than T-Sheets. They are accurate within a 900-yard radius, which is, really, really impressive. You can see pretty much exactly where your employees are at all times. The price is very reasonable as well. It's a straight cost of just $2,000 a year, and you can also upgrade to the Pro version if you wish. I didn't really look into that because that's just a little bit more than really what the company is looking for. So here are some totals. User friendliness was ranked number 1 because the company needs something that's going to be easy for everyone to use. You don't want to have to go through a training process and waste time and money. If there's a simple software we can just download to somebody's cell phone and they can use it right away. T-Sheets ranked a little bit higher because it's pretty simple to use. Once the management gets it all set up, they create usernames for everyone, and then each employee creates a password that is given to the person in charge, and they create each employee account. Customer service, T-Sheets obviously blows Hour Tracker out of the water. They don't offer phone service or just overall good customer service as T-Sheets does. They're both compatible with Android and the iPhone market, though. And they're both available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Details are pretty close. Hours Tracker has a little bit more going on than needed for what T-Sheets might do for the company, but it's still they do have a lot more things that you can do if you needed to do them. GPS capability for Hours Tracker is a little bit better. Consumer reviews are equal. These are both two of the highest rated timesheet softwares on the App Store and Google Play. And they're both rated at a 4.1 on both of them. So that is a very high rating, and these are both very good softwares. Just depends on what you really want to do with them. However, my recommendation to John DeGraff Painting would be to purchase the software T-Sheets. It's a little bit more affordable. It's not too complicated. It's really so simple that it's just what the company needs, from switching to actual paper time cards to a software. I mean, there's an age gap there. Some of the older generation is kind of opposed to using apps and using computers, but this is so simple that I do not think that they will have a problem with it at all. I think everyone will be able to use T-Sheets with ease, and it'll make things a lot easier for management as well. Thank you.